my name is Jessica Holyfield. I'm a professional dancer, professional dance choreographer, and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States. And we're going to be taking a look at some excerpts from episode 3 of Street Dance Girl Fighter Season 1. Now these are going to be kind of the actual missions of them being unmasked, and we get to see their performances, the way that the masters were judged. I have been doing a full episode reaction on Patreon of this season, so a lot of my feedback that I give is going to be tailored towards the information that I was getting from the context of the show. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take a look.
Yeah, okay.
오, 안 벗었네? 안 벗었네? 이게 컨셉이라 알면 턴즈야?
Okay.
Yeah!
잘해.
That is the thumbnail right there, that little bit right there. She should be proud of this. Yay! That's cute! Woo! Yeah to that. That was sick. That was sick. That was clean. Capital C. Yes. That was such a great transition. I absolutely love that. That was it. That was it. That was it right there. I'm so glad she did that. Yeah. Wow. Her energy is, yeah. Look at them taking them off. Let's go. Woo! I love the color coordination on that. Clean. That ending was dope. That was good. Now, here's the catch, though, is that concept, they win best concept, probably out of both series, because they found a loophole in the masks. They were Squid Game. They took a Squid Game approach. Love it. Now, I don't know the other teams and what they chose to do, but that was freaking awesome. Like, in the sense of concept. That's probably one of the best concepts that I will probably see, because I've already seen season 2 at this point, obviously. But, going back from the top of this one, though, when we think about the content, that's the tricky thing, is I don't know what is on that paper for those, for the mentors, because are they, the question may be, what is the cohesion between the two groups? What is the concept? Did you like the concept? I think they had a really, really, really great concept. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna write this team down super quick just to make sure So whenever they get their master score, I can keep track, because I don't know if we're going to see all 8 crews. I don't believe so, based on the amount of time left on this episode. But this beginning is so sick. It's great. Like, I'm going to try my best to analyze this, not with the concept in the main focus. We're just kind of, it'll be something I do touch on though. So in this beginning here, the cleanliness right there, the boom boom, very clean on the head ISO, and they're in hot pink. So it's, there's a huge contrast between the mask and the tracksuit, which I think is important to note, that it's easier to catch discrepancies whenever you have that kind of flamboyant color in play. Yeah. I really like the fact they kept the masks on for this. Boom. Ding ding. I love it. Da da bom bom. And they made it more like a click click, and then they made it more what's the name of it? Like a chill, or they smoothed it out to come up, but it was still aggressive with the poses. Looking, watch me. I love that it's clean. Watch me. That's the kind of ISO that I'm looking for a head ISO. Love it. The presenting out, that's the thumbnail. Boom. With the hands, that was really fun. She should be very proud of this performance. It's very clean. I love the walking 3 and 4. Yeah, so that whole beginning, really fun. Is it the most complex? I don't think it needed to be complex. I think they set the tone very well. I love that she took it and she threw the mask down, which is really fun. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, ba da 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 da. Boom. 2. Yeah, and I love just that peel out right there. Very clean. It's just clean. Like, you know, it's like a gun to the head. It does match the concept well. Really great build out, and they're all tilting the head. My one note though is some of them are really committed to that. So you are focusing on a cleanliness issue if some people overshoot it by the tilting of the torso, and this is what we noticed right there. So that's just my one note there. I love that, doing the every other 1 and 2, then all of them joining 3 and 4. That mirror, I love mirror, and they use the ones with the triangle. Very smart choice because they mirror each other. Let that watching in your face. Good. Also, they're probably one of the only groups that kept their masks on because it matched the concept, of course, but the fact that their performance is still very strong, even with their masks still on for the mask presentation, is great. I love that here, having a moment for her to kind of pop off. Rather than a bleed up, bringing one side in, bringing the other side in, really nice. Yeah. Having, really placating on the childlikeness of the track, really helpful here. Hitting it through. This right here, it's very, very, very clean. This section right here, so clean. And part of what makes it that aesthetic is her technique. Really, really refined, but everybody else is committed and they are on their mark for when exactly they need to look, when they need to respond. Their timing is very crisp, and that's the only way that this section worked as well as it did. That too, that having that really aggressive, really quick kind of scooting of the feet there, but everybody reacting with the torso lock up the same way, really helped tie that in as well. Melting it down. That was a really good section. Very clean. They really did. And then it tied it down. That's just my one major note for them, is that whenever they do tilt the head, some of them really overshoot it by using the torso, and some of them isolate it, and you can really tell the angle discrepancy there when you have your mask still on that you can normally hide. I love that they're there and they're holding it like they are, like they're playing the Squid Game. I love that transition. Definitely, I think out of the 3, that's my favorite transition for the concept that they're justifying. I know they said rugby, but the football one, I liked that one. But with the fight, I like the interaction, but I think the transition, they should have really committed all the way off the stage. But that stage is huge, so I give them that. The first one, we didn't quite see a huge difference between the two. It did feel like pirates and then like the Loch Ness Monster a little bit, or like a monster, see the Kraken, mostly based on their shape. So that was just my one note though. I love the melt around. I love that layer buildup. I will say that's another note too from turns this section. We didn't see a ton of levels. We saw a lot of dynamics and concept justification, which I think is totally fine. You have to have a balance. Sometimes it's okay to sacrifice your not formations, but your levels if it's for a story, and they're doing a good job of bringing levels in to make the whole group match. I love this too, where they march through, having one of them here. Look. Look, I'm curious what she did for the mask. I love the energy. She's such a performer. She really is. And there's a chance that some of those teachers are trying not to be affected by that. It is funny though. It's something you can't discredit. Yeah, heard that I was ugly. Like this, dipping right into it. Really huge jump through that. I love that. Boom. Very clean. I love that right here. One note too is because of her height, it was tricky to see her for this part. So that would have been my note. I would have switched them so we could have seen both of them for that little bit based on the camera angle. Yeah, even right there. If they switch places, I think it would have felt more full. That's the tricky thing when you deal with a huge height difference, when you don't have a lot of people. I love the fact that they're also a group of 5 and turns as a group of 5, so you really didn't know who was who. That's super cool. Dipping through, love it. That little, having them the levels, they drop down underneath. Transition was nice. Having the girl in the center. I love that they hit her and she goes, boom. I know that's right, you know. I love that here. So the energy is really full, matches the aesthetic of the track well. Yeah, and they drop it down, really fun, very enjoyable on that front. I will say it is nice for her to have those moments. I think she shouldn't be the only one to carry those types of moments in the track. That would be my note as well. Yeah, she did take up 4 counts to kind of do that, I do think. And I love how militant they are on the side. I think maybe having a different person feature there would have been more beneficial. This groove there, spreading it out. Nice. I love that look. Really great. They're marching on. Really great transition into this. I love the fact that they took off their masks here so we get to see them. The color coordination on this, golly, is awesome. That right there was clean. Do. Yeah, boom, do. It's just clean. This section is clean, and a lot of people probably weren't expecting it because turns and squid are the polar opposites, but I think that's what really worked in this case here. Because it's all about collaboration. And this is something that they don't show here from any of the crews yet, is how they are all training together, like how unified they are together. Of course, unless there's drama, you know what I mean? But I really like look how clean this formation is. I'll say the spacing is just ever so slightly off here. Like they're a little bit more spread out than this group. So that's why the mirrors are off. So like here, and then she's a little bit just higher, you know, like she's made her own line. Whoa, like she should have been moved back a little bit more. So the spacing is ever so slightly off, but it's still very, very good though. That right there, they did a turn. They went do-do-do. Love that. Really great way to showcase a new window. It's just clean. I love that each person has a partner, and that's what I love about this, and the fact that it is even on both sides is everybody has a partner. They're able to do really good work on that. This is cool. They get to have their own section. They get to point them with the gun. Really great way to go boom, set the tone, maintain the tone, showcasing levels and layers. They get to showcase themselves. They're moving around. They're like, don't shoot me, and they still have their gun. I love that. They throw, melting through. Great energy. I love the uses of the outside groups, really showcasing with their hands to showcase a new level. Bringing that up. Staging is great. Really utilizing a lot of their, they're very mindful of costuming the whole time. And I'm always a fan of that too. Sometimes I really like it when they don't differentiate. And here I love it when they do, because you're able to see really great intention and thoughtfulness and thoroughness in the formations whenever you see that the colors are considered the whole time. Finish it up right here. That little do-do-do-do-do-do, they're here. They all do a vibration. I love that choice that they didn't have a gun and then they all died at the end. Really great way to finish off your levels. It's still organized. It's still properly framed. They're still in the shot. It's very nice, and I love that they all chose different ways to die, how they're finishing, look, the intentionality. They picked the outside arm, middle. She should have, I think it would be cool if she did. I mean, I understand they all did here. I think for her, she should have done boom with both. or maybe just having, well, no, I think it was a great choice, honestly. It doesn't really matter. I think for her, it's just kind of either or. That was super cool. I think they should, honestly, if they don't score high with the Masters, there's a chance they may score lower because of, there could be some aspects of it that were falling short, like what I had mentioned earlier with the masks, but I don't think they should drop lower than, they shouldn't be, they should score higher than Weibi. They could probably score around Want. It just depends on what their criteria is, what they're what's the strength, what's the weakness. Like, I don't know what they're judging and what they're scoring, because based on the scoring, that could affect it too. But I also know there's a good chance they will be safe because of the social media records that they brought. They probably got the score for that. Possibly, I don't know, because the likes and all of that. All of this is going to change once after the Masters finish scoring. We're going to see the other scores is what this looks like. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I was helpful in some way. If you want to see more Street Dance Girl Fighter content, I always have it early release on Patreon, as well as full episode reactions of the first season for sure, all the way on there. And I do try to stay ahead of most series that I do full episode reactions to prior to them getting scheduled onto YouTube. So if that's something that's your cup of tea, you can head on over there. But if you're totally fine with waiting it out, I'll definitely try my best to get all of these on YouTube in a timely manner as well. So I'm Jess again, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye!